Welcome back. So since we are running everything from a static method right here inside our main program, we also have to make everything static. So notice right here it says static on the customer repository. It says static, if I go down here to all these methods, static, 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 static. Now to make this into a real running program, we need to get rid of the static stuff and start using classes and an object-oriented structure instead for the program. And I want to do that now because before we continue building our clean architecture, I need to have some better classes inside the main program right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and keep the static here, but get rid of all the other static information in here. Static pretty much just means, again, that everything is the same in memory no matter what you do later on. It's the same reference in memory. So for instance, this customer repository has the same reference in memory. But that's not normally how we run the program. We don't want memory to keep only one instance. We want normally most of our classes to have multiple instances and be stateless, as you call it. So we're going to try and split this up now. We're going to try and get rid of this static madness. And the way I'm going to do it is we're going to start out by making a new file right here. And that new file is going to be just a class, and we're just going to call it printer, right? That's just a name. I couldn't figure anything else out, so that would be the name. Now the printer is actually going to be the new main method, meaning that everything that we have in the main right now, we're going to move that into the printer instead. So notice right here, I'm going to grab everything from the main method right here, going to snoopsh that, put it into the printer, and I'm going to paste that in here, splipsh, and I'm going to go back to the program. I'm going to snoopsh this guy right here, the repository area. I'm going to put that into the printer as well. Snoopsh. I don't need the static anymore. I can make this private now. So it's only accessible inside the printer, right? And of course I need to know about, so I'll command dot this guy. There we go. I need to know about the domain service to do this. I also need to know about the repository for now to do this. So let's put that in there as well. And I also need to know about the customer. So let's put that in there as well. So now we have just removed the first static area right here by adding it like this. That's how simple it was. Jumping back to the program, what else do we have? We have this entire region down here, right? Now I'm just going to copy this region by actually making it small and just cut it right here. And then I'm going to go into the printer and I'm just going to paste it in right here, right below my starter method there. There we go. Now they're all in here, right? I'll save this. Now we can actually start working with this. Now I don't need any of this to be static anymore. And you'll also notice that the private is lit up. That's because I don't need to make it private here as well. If I just do it like this, automatically it's actually private. So there we go. I'll just remove all this static nonsense so we don't have that in here anymore. That was just, again, to make a basic program that we made it static. And notice the reason that I have to have everything static, let me just try and undo this. You'll see the problem is that if it's not static and I'm trying to call something that's not static, then I'll get an error, right? You'll see the error right here. An object reference is required for the non-static field, blah, blah, blah. So I cannot call static stuff from non-static stuff. So let's just get rid of all this static craziness right here because it sucks. It sucks to have everything static. There we go. So now we pretty much just moved the entire setup into some kind of printer program. Now I want to do this because later on I want to use dependency injection to get this customer repository to make things a lot simpler for us. Don't worry, we'll get back into that later on. But now we moved all of this. How does our beautiful program, the main program, look now? Well, now it's actually pretty simple. We'll just say printer. Let's just say war printer equals new printer. Right? So there should be no logic in our startup program here for now. We're going to change that later. This is where we're going to set up our entire system. But for now, we're just going to call the printer. And let's just try and run this now and see if it actually works now. The only thing I did is pretty much just get rid of all the static nonsense, right? And now it seems that we have something here. Object reference is required. Oh, that's because I forgot to move the static right here. So let's just get rid of that. Do we have anything else? Nope. Let's just stop this and run again. Build successful. It pops up here with my customers. Let's just see if it actually runs. Add a customer. It still runs. See if we can do that. Yeah, let's delete a customer. Let's delete customer 1. Let's see all customers. Yeah, they're still there. Let's try and edit a customer. It seems that everything is still running. Oh, let's put an ID. Let's say 2. Put in some information here. List all. There we go, and we have the new customer. So everything is still running, but we now got rid of all the static nonsense, and we just added a new printer class. So that was it for this lesson. Now we just changed our code, and now we have no more static madness. See you next time. Have fun.